Hey everyone, let's do a quick roundup of all the books I read in February. So the first book I read in February was Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. A book full of very sensitive topics, and I wouldn't recommend this to everyone, but basically the plot of this book is age gap relationship between a high school student and her teacher. I think it really provides a deep insight, at least for me as a man, into like a teenage girl's head while all of this is going on. It gave me a lot of perspective about relationships and about power dynamics. And I can't say I enjoyed it, but it was definitely a worthwhile read and I highly recommend it. The next book I read was Howling Dark by Christopher Rocchio. This is the second book in the Sun Eater series. I think it might have been just a case of coming in with really high expectations, but I felt that the first third was really boring, uninteresting, and it really sagged, and I just felt like it wasn't really relevant to, the hooks that were set up for at the end of the first book. So I really did not enjoy it. But then by the second third, I was getting into it. I was feeling the vibe. And then by the final third, I was fully sold in. And I was loving it and I liked the twist. Next up, I read Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby. I really enjoyed it. This is set in Virginia, rural Virginia. And it centers around this character. He goes by Bug and he's a getaway driver for crimes. You just see him go on one last job to fund, his family life and to pay off debts, and things just get really bad. The characters were so good, the dialogue was snappy, was funny. If you like a lot of crime movies, like I'd say Good Times or Uncut Gems by the Safdie brothers, this is right up your alley. And then the final book I read in the month of February was Equal Rights by Terry Pratchett. This is the third book in the fantasy series Discworld, and it's a satire about male and female stereotypes. In this world, only men can be wizards and only women can be witches. This basically is about the first female wizard. It's like an uphill battle for her to just get recognized as an equal to the male wizards. It is a funny book. I will say I was kind of let down by this one. The premise is an S tier premise. I love the premise, but I just feel like the execution wasn't all there for me. I felt like it sagged for the most part, for most of the plot. We were just trying to get to the Wizard University, and then by the end, we finally get there, and then we get some crazy climax, and then the book just kind of ends. I wish there was more to be done with this setup.